I'm talking to Remo Forrer from Switzerland, who will be performing Watergun in the first semi-final. Hello, Remo,
Hi, Peter. Thank you. Good to see you.
and welcome to this little chat with Melodifestivalklubben from Sweden. But tell us, who is Remo Forrer?
Who is Remo? That's a good question. So I'm I'm a Swiss guy. I'm just 21. I'm pretty young. And yeah, I love to do music and I love to do music since I'm a little boy. I always did kind of music because my father is a musician. He plays the accordion, the Swiss folks music, and yeah, I always listened to music when I was a kid, and it was always a dream to do music as well.
Hmm. Did you have any special vocal training when you were growing up?
I had vocal coaching for 6 years, I think, but not in pop. It was in classic.
Hmm.
Yep,
But I understand that you were unknown until you entered for The Voice in 2020. Is that right?
that's true. Yeah,
Hmm. So what has that meant to you, winning that competition?
that was an amazing feeling and a very important thing to me because I was yeah, I was watching some casting shows since I was pretty young, and it was always a dream to go there. And in Switzerland, we had no shows for I think 5 or 6 years. All the idols and the voice got cancelled. Don't know why. And then once the announcement came that the voice is coming back to Switzerland, and it was pretty sure that I want to do it. And it was an amazing experience and a wonderful journey. And I was super happy to end as the winner of it.
Hmm. So what's happened since then? How has your life changed?
So I won the voice during the COVID lockdown. The final was from our homes during quarantine, so we were not able to be in a big studio, and it was quite very hard to build up a good career because of COVID. I was not able for a half year after my win to do some shows, to play some concerts, which was quite hard, but I had a lot of time to work on new music, and that's what I have done for the last years. I had a lot of concerts after COVID,
Mhm.
and now yeah, I'm back with Eurovision as a second chance. I see it.
So what is your relationship to Eurovision? Have you
um,
always followed it?
Not always, because as I said, my father is a Swiss folk music musician. It's not like he's kind of favorite music style where he never watched it, and so I never heard about it too until I was maybe 12, probably, because that was the age when I started following Swiss artists and loved the vibe of pop music, of modern music, and then I always for sure got in touch with Eurovision, and since then I always kind of yeah,
Hmm.
watched it and was part of it, definitely.
So what's your favorite Swiss entry through the years?
My favorite entry, I think, maybe Luca Henny, because I think he did an
Mhm.
amazing performance and also a great show there. But for sure, also Celine Dion was an amazing entry.
Yes, of course. And what about other favorites in Eurovision from other countries?
I think Sam Ryder is also one of my favorites, the last year's UK entry, because I know him since quite a long time from social media and from TikTok because he has an amazing voice. Um, yeah, but I also really loved the performance of Conchita. Uh, I think, yeah, Rise Like a Phoenix was an
Hmm.
amazing song, and also a great statement for for Europe,
Mhm.
definitely.
So tell us about your song now, Watergun. It's been written by a British team, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Um,
it is.
so how did the song come to you?
I was able last September to take a listen to some different songs, and Watergun just, yeah, went directly into my heart. I think it's a wonderful song to perform. I can show everything, different styles of my voice, and also the message is very important and very clear. So I was pretty sure that this song is the perfect match for me and my voice.
So, and how were you selected to represent Switzerland this year?
So yeah, as we all know, it's kind of different in every country, and in Switzerland, it's not a public thing. So in Switzerland, it's kind of how to say, it's like kind of similar to a casting. Maybe you have the chance to send some songs in, and there's a big jury of 100 public juries and 20 of a professional selected jury, and they're voting about different songs sent in, and then yeah, round by round, some get further, some have will fall out until one is left.
Your song follows directly after Croatia, which is also an anti-war song in its way, but very different from yours, more satirical. How do you feel about coming on stage directly after a completely different take on war?
Oh, that's quite a good question. I never thought about it, but I think yeah. So we have many of different topics this year, and also in my semifinal are a lot of different topics, and I think yeah, it's important to talk about it, and I think it's yeah, it's not a bad thing. I think it's a good thing to talk about different styles, and I mean every topic can be seen from different sides, and on every song and every lyric you can understand something very different.
How are rehearsals going?
The rehearsals yesterday went pretty well. It was a very good feeling to be on the stage for the first time and bring everything together. It was the first time being in the outfit, standing on stage with the dancers, and being on the venue itself. It was brilliant. I think there are also a lot of things to improve and to work on it on the next few days, but yeah, we definitely have time for it, and I can't wait for the semi-final of the 9th May.
I get the feeling this is the biggest stage you've ever stood on. Is that right?
Yeah, quite of. I think in the pre-party in Amsterdam they were more audience than here, but I think the stage in it as itself and all the technique stuff, and yeah, it's definitely the biggest thing.
You mentioned dancers, but what else is going to happen on stage? Can you tell us something about that? Are there graphics as well?
Yeah, so Watergun, as we all know, or as we all hear, is not a typical dance song, so it was quite a challenge to include the dancers, but it was my dream also to have some dancers on stage, because I think it's very nice, because Watergun is a song with a lot of feelings, with a lot of emotions, and to put these emotions or show these emotions in movements is something which is very cool, and yeah, I think it's yeah, it's a great show.
So what does your schedule look like? Will you have time to look around Liverpool?
Hopefully I will have. I'm not sure how the schedule will be every day until the next few weeks, but it's definitely a tight schedule. We have a lot of things to do. We have a lot of program, but yeah, I'm sure we will have an afternoon or a day off where I have time to do a hop on tour, or to find the Beatles or to do something in Liverpool.
So where do you go from here after Eurovision? Do you have an album planned, for example?
I'm working on new music right now, for sure. I really want to release some new stuff after it. But yeah, just enjoy now Eurovision and see what yeah, what will follow. I'm totally open. I don't have a plan or a schedule for when I arrive back in Switzerland.
Thank you very much, Remo. It's been great talking to you, and good luck in the contest.
Yeah, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk with you.